My landlord didn't get exactly what he deserved, but he definitely had a tough journey. That I lived in a 20-story building for over 10 years, and my landlord, who lived next door, was an absent and cold guy, but fairly reasonable. The rent was decent, and our agreement was simple. I only bothered him in absolute emergencies. That if the shower broke, I'd buy a new one. Fridge stopped working, I'd fix it or get a replacement and deduct the cost from the rent. He didn't care about receipts and trusted my judgment on expenses. It felt like a good arrangement for both of us, until his wife decided they wanted to raise the rent and turn the apartment into an office, which was illegal. They asked us to move out, and I agreed to leave a month early in exchange for getting my deposit and 1 month's rent back. Then came the betrayal. They completely changed their tone. The place is ruined, we can't give you anything until you fix everything. Their main complaints were that my cats had scratched the leather legs of the dining table and my pull-up bar had left 2 dents in the wooden kitchen door frame. On top of that, they gave me a long list of issues, like a chipped tile and holes from picture frames I'd hung. Even though it was the busiest time of the year at work, I tried to cooperate. I repaired the leather on the table, patched up the holes in the wall, and fixed the tile. But some things, like the door frame, were beyond repair. I told them to deduct that from the deposit. Still, I went above and beyond, trusting I'd get my money back. That in the end, he owed me 24,000 renminbi, about £2,500. But he only gave me 5,000. I'll need the rest to fix everything. Take this or I won't give you anything. I was furious, but I took the 5,000 that I vented to an elderly neighbor, and she spread the story around. His wife, who used to be popular in the building's mom group, became a pariah. No one wanted to talk to them anymore. Originally, I had planned to move to another city, but I ended up renting a similar apartment in the same building. So, they tried to screw me over, but still had to see me often. A year later, their office called me with a question about the heated floors. I stopped by and noticed the door frame still had the same dents. I called him, saying, "What the hell, man?" He just told me to mind my own business. 5 years later, one night, I noticed the light in my old apartment was on at 3 a.m. That seemed odd, so I went to check it out. The door was open, and the place was a mess. Broken cabinets, graffiti on the walls like "Lazy Landlord," and the dents in the kitchen door frame were still there. Turns out, he never fixed anything. He just kept my money. By then, we had a building-wide chat group with about 500 people. I took photos and posted everything. Turns out, he had also stolen deposits from other tenants, who trashed the place in retaliation. The police were called, and people came forward with complaints and photos. There were reports of people smoking in the hallways, leaking trash at the front door, videos of people swearing in front of kids, and dirty footprints everywhere. He got fined for 1, public disturbance, 2, degrading the residential space, and 3, illegally renting the unit as an office. On top of that, the building management didn't allow him to hire workers to fix the place, so it sat empty for about 6 months. The fines were hefty. He ended up losing over a year's worth of rent and came out at a loss. Sucks to be you, man.